We want to talk about.
You are a liar.
Shut up. You are a foolish human being who is a disgrace to this country.
The president.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm a beta male? Come on out here.
In this video, we are going to watch a pretty interesting but also utterly hilarious debate between Chad Jesse Lee Peterson and Christopher Hahn, who is a beta male that has a podcast called The Aggressive Progressive. Really intimidating sounding stuff. Let's get into the clips.
More now on US politics and the state of the economy. Let's bring in our panel. Joining us from Los Angeles is Jesse Lee Peterson. He's an author, activist, pastor, and host of the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show. Also with us from New York is Christopher Hahn. He's the host of the Aggressive Progressive podcast on iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts. Chris Hahn, we see this becoming another political football right now, the fighting that's going on between the Democrats and the Republicans on Congress. Would it be fair to say that in this instance, with the Congress people now packing their bags, going away on vacation, they've actually failed, both Democrats and Republicans have actually failed the American people again?
Well, the Senate surely failed. The House of Representatives passed a bill 70 days ago. The Senate refused to act on it till this week, and they can't even get their majority in line. There are over 20 Republicans that have told Mitch McConnell, the leader of the Senate Republicans, that they will not vote for this or any other relief bill. So that leaves it to Democrats in the Senate, and if you're leaving it to Democrats in the Senate, you really need to start with the House of Representatives bill, not some fantasy bill being floated by the White House. The White House has failed to lead on this. America has failed to lead the world on this crisis, and we are seeing the effects of that. So no, I would not pass the blame around equally. The House of Representatives did their job. They passed a bill 70 days ago. The Senate has done nothing. Mitch McConnell is not a leader. He's just some guy who likes to play politics, and now is not a time for that. Now's a time for leadership.
All right, Jesse Lee Peterson, what is your view on this? Welcome to the show, by the way. I mean, what is your reading of the situation right now?
I think that all people know, all honest people know, that the coronavirus is not as serious as the children of the lie are pretending. The children of the lie are the liberal media, the Democratic Party, the right-on Republicans, the never-Trumpers, and the black race hustlers. They're holding the people in captivity because they want the great white hope out of office. And I call Donald Trump, our president, the great white hope. This is a political issue, and it's about getting rid of Donald Trump. These people are liars. The situation is not as bad as they're pretending. They don't want the economy to recover. They don't want the people to go back to work because they want to blame Donald Trump.
All right, but Jesse,
they have election coming up, and they don't want to do it. We just saw a terrorist attack upon America by this far left radical Black Lives Matter and Antifa.
Okay.
And those people, they ran around.
This is the problem with this country.
Destroying.
You got guys like this.
Let me finish.
All right, one moment, Chris. Let him finish.
Let me finish. Hold on, buddy. And they went around destroying America, killing people, robbing and raping.
Yeah.
They had no mask on, no problem. The coronavirus discussion died down. And as soon as the attack on
Jesse, let me ask you this.
Okay, died down, now they're talking about the coronavirus again.
Let me ask you this. How can you say that the coronavirus pandemic is not as serious as the media makes it out to be when we have 150,000 people dead and 4.5 million people infected in the United States?
Well, what you have to realize is that hospitals get money for lying about the coronavirus situation.
No.
So most people that go into hospitals today, they can go in for cancer, they can go in for other things.
All right, these
and the hospitals are lying and saying that, oh, they died from coronavirus.
All right, Jesse, these are verified numbers.
Hold on, sir. Yeah. You're not allowed to interrupt me. Hold on. I didn't interrupt you. Hold on. And so the hospitals are lying about these stats, about these numbers. This is about getting rid of Donald Trump. Yeah. It's not about the people. The politicians would allow the people to suffer in order to get rid of Donald Trump. Yeah. That's what this is all about.
Jesse Lee Peterson is a Chad. He does not care. And there's actually something a little bit enviable about people who will just come in and drop truth bombs like that with reckless abandon. And the reason why he's so good at trolling and why it's like comedy genius is because he always has this stoic, sedated sort of look about him where he looks like he's just snorted a massive line of ketamine. He's never really smiling or angry, and I think that this triggers his opponents way more because they can never tell if he's joking or not. The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope.
Like, how do you respond to that coming from somebody who grew up on a plantation during Jim Crow? What are you going to call him, a racist? And the children of the lie. Why didn't I think of that? That is another moment of pure snowflake triggering genius. But do you want to know what the best part is? This was uploaded on the 3rd of August, 2020, when toilet paper was being hoarded.
I just want one pack. No, not one pack.
Spacesuits were being worn to supermarkets. Celebrities were making all of those cringe, "we are in this together, stay inside and wash your hands" videos.
We all need to stay home.
Stay at home. Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay inside.
Stay in right now. Do it for humanity.
Watch a little TV, why don't you?
And everybody's auntie was berating people on Facebook about going outside.
You're really supposed to be wearing a mask in the store, and we're all affected by this.
What he's saying at this moment is completely sacrilegious to even mention, let alone coming out like Tony Montana at the top of the stairs with the facts. But the thing is, shockingly, pretty much everything he just said is factually true, and it aged really well. And while Jesse is speaking, you can hear one of the children of the lie, who is the aggressive progressive, getting increasingly more disgruntled. And guys, this only gets way funnier from here on in. Guys, before we get to the next clip, if you are enjoying this content and if you would like to see more people exposed to Rattlesnake TV, hit that like button and also subscribe because it's the best community in the world. Back to the clips.
All right, Chris, a quick response from you, and then I'm going to move on.
Yeah, you want to know what the problem in America is right now is that one party is captured by people like Jesse. So when we talk about what's going on in D.C.,
wait one moment, Jesse. Let me
want to
finish.
talk about.
You are a
we want to
liar.
talk about what's.
You are
we want to talk about what's going on.
Them.
Okay,
You're
Jesse,
one of them,
let Chris
and you
finish.
cannot
Shut
be
up.
trusted.
Okay?
You're one
Just
of them,
shut
and you
up.
cannot be trusted.
You are a foolish
can't
human
tell me to
being
shut up.
who is a
You're a
disgrace to
liar.
this country.
You
and
are
we
a
have
liar.
we have a situation in this country that is
Satan is
severe,
your
and you are
daddy.
making
Satan is
things
your
up
daddy.
because
Satan
you
is your
know
daddy, and
nothing.
you are
You
a
do
liar
nothing.
and
You cannot
be
even.
trusted. This is
Okay,
about
Jesse.
getting rid of
You want to
the
know what's
president.
wrong with America?
You are
It's
just-
you.
you're trying
It's
to
people
deceive
like
the people.
you
No,
who support
it's
this
people like
president,
you.
lie,
It's people like
cheat,
you and the
steal.
Democratic Party.
I have got to move on.
You are
Okay,
liars.
I've got to move on.
Satan is your daddy. That is one of the funniest things I have ever heard. Not just because it's rhetorically funny, but because these guys are all in their little suits, coming to have a proper discussion about politics and have a very matter-of-fact talk about the coronavirus in their traditional little setup. And then when the trolling happens, they don't know what to do. It's like somebody let a wild boar loose in the conference room. Jesse, in reality, has no right to be there. And he just talks over and interrupts him, which is obviously the wrong thing to do. But guys, why do I love it so much? Why does it fill my heart with so much joy to see him come in like an irreverent, drunken cowboy when everybody's meant to be having this proper, matter-of-fact discussion about the pandemic and just say, no, it's all a lie, you're children of the lie, and Satan is your daddy. Am I wrong to feel this way? Let me know in the comments, guys.
Okay, Chris Hahn, I want to move on to another development this week, and that is the president floating the idea of postponing the election because conditions would not lead to a fair and a free election and a transparent election. What do you make of what he had to say?
I mean, that's what a loser would say when he's losing, right? Let's not play the game. The United States Constitution, the laws of the United States will not allow the election to be postponed past November 3rd. And if there, for some reason, is no election on November 3rd, or if the president somehow holds up the results in court past January 20th at 12:01, he will cease to be president because the 20th Amendment of the United States Constitution says that his term ends at 12 o'clock and the new term begins at 12:01. And if there's a vacancy at 12:01, then the House of Representatives, the Speaker of the House, will become President of the United States at that time. So, look, we didn't fight all the wars we fought around this world for 240 years, preserving the United States Republic and our Constitution and our values, to allow a person like Donald Trump to steal an election or to say that our democracy is less than other parts of the world. We believe in the vote in this country. There is no evidence to support anything that the president said, and his failure to lead, which the good professor just talked about here, about our economy and us not having a real strategy to fight the virus, is why he's in the predicament he's in right now. He had an opportunity in March to take the realm, to take the lead on this, to fight this virus and to tamp down on it. Instead, he promoted conspiracy theories. He tried to deny it was even here.
Right.
And now, you know, he's living with the consequences.
All right, Jesse Lee Peterson, what is your response to what you've just heard?
First of all, the president took action early on, and when he banned travel from China and parts of Europe, these same radical far-left lying Democrats call him a racist. Even Nancy Pelosi went down to Chinatown, you know, prancing around with the Chinese people. Oh, no problem, no problem. And then as soon as he decided to do something else, they went against him. Everything that this president does, they are against it because they are liars, and what they want is power and wealth. That's what they want, and the president is in the way of their way of getting control of the people and getting finance for themselves. And this idea of possibly not holding the election in November, I like that idea because the Democrats are desperate.
Of course
they want power and wealth.
Yeah.
They're far left radical. They are so far left now, they're falling off the edge. And
So,
they want
Jesse,
to control the people. And the Democrats cannot be trusted at all.
Jesse, if the virus is a hoax,
hey,
why would we need to close the election? Why would we have to do that, Jesse?
Beta male.
No, wait, why don't you explain
one moment,
yourself?
Chris.
Because you're conflicting.
Why are you always interrupting, man? Don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you.
Because you're a
And so the
lying
president,
fool, and I don't want the people of the world to hear you.
I don't need you to interrupt me, Mr. Beta male. Hold on. The president.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm a beta male? Come on out here.
Hold on, beta male. The president and
Come out
all
here,
of us,
Jesse. We'll see who's a beta
we
male.
know, hold on, man. We know that the Democrats
Very
cannot
quickly,
be
Jesse,
done.
I got to go.
They have tried before to steal the election, and that's what they want to do this time around. They want the president out.
Right.
And the president has more support than what the liberal media and these liars want you to know.
Okay, and that's where we are going to have to leave it. Thanks to all of you for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh no, the beta male is mad. The beta male is real mad. The beta male is so mad that he has to defend his honor and propose that Jesse Lee Peterson come and have fisticuffs with him.
I challenge you to a duel.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the perfect troll. Jesse Lee Peterson dangled the bait, and the aggressive progressive, without so much as a second consideration, came over and started chomping on it like it was some nice seasoned tofu. And the absolute audacity on Jesse to tell this man to not interrupt him and to say, I didn't interrupt you, after literally 1 minute ago, Jesse had spat in the face of any form of conversation etiquette by interrupting the man constantly.
So when we talk about what's going on in D.C.,
wait 1 moment, Jesse. Let me
want to
finish.
talk about.
You are a liar.
I guess that's just how it goes in the dog-eat-dog world when you are the ultimate Chad Adonis and you're dealing with these little beta children of the lie. But on a serious note, guys, this was actually a significant day for the aggressive progressive. This was the day that Jesse Lee Peterson became his daddy. Previously, Satan was his daddy, but now Jesse is his daddy. So hopefully this is the start of a new chapter for him. So with that, hope you enjoyed this, guys. Hit those links in the comments and in the bio. And if you want to watch another video, click right here. Until next time, I'm Jake. This is Rattlesnake TV, keeping you armed and dangerous.